I sleep too much.
For sure.
Yeah.
You're going to die if you sleep that much.
Joey gets a solid 14 hours every day.
Yeah, that shit's...
That's what Nas said. Nas said he never sleeps because sleep is the cousin of death, okay?
That's Pucho's favorite line.
Though he's living right on in the edge there. He's just dead. He's just dying.
Do you guys think that when it comes to our hobbies nowadays, all right, growing up as a kid, we all play video games or, you know, we had these weird habits and shit and hobbies. Do you guys think as adults now that we still do this, that we need to just grow out of this kid phase and grow the fuck up? Or you think it's just something that people need to, it's just, you could pick or choose things that you could hold people like, oh, you only got to grow up. That's normal shit. Like, because I know some people have things like, oh, you play video games? Yeah, you need to grow up, dude. That's some kid shit. You act like an adult. It'd be like,
I remember seeing a trend on social media like a couple of years back or something where maybe it was longer than that, where like there were a bunch of women coming out saying that like if they went home and they saw like a console in a dude's like house, then that was like at the end of their dating experience. Like there was like this anti-gamer like dating trend for a little while. It wasn't a lot of people, I don't think. I think they were just a very vocal group that was stating these things.
So weird. Like, I don't know why they're hating on it. Like, even if, like, let's say, for example, like, growing up as a kid, you just always drink and shit. As an adult, you drink now. Is that something we should just grow out of?
Yeah,
isn't that exactly what you just told us before we started rolling?
No.
Yeah.
Am I wrong,
we don't got to drink like that. I don't drink on New Year's, you know.
No, I said I didn't drink. I was like, we don't have to get black. We don't have to get fucking shit faced. Like, I didn't have no one to drink with. Really, me.
You said anymore. Like if we grew up and we don't need to do that anymore.
No, I'm not saying
100%.
y'all. I'm saying me. I didn't do that. Like, I don't need to get shit faced. And plus, it's just me and my wife. If you guys were down here, it'd be a different story. Then we'd be drinking. It'd be a you know. But I drank a couple. I didn't just get shit faced like Mateo did. Mateo didn't even know where he woke up this morning. New report.
Woke up in my bed. It's right back there.
About that, Mateo woke up this morning with no water.
Oh my god, dude, that thing is stupid too. Someone just turned off my water. Like they seriously just turned it off outside, and I thought there was maintenance because I was like, there wasn't a freeze last night. So why would I even need to go and check this fucking thing? Because why would anyone turn it off? Why would the thing be off in the first place? I don't have an answer. All I know is I got my water back by going and turning it back on.
That's so weird.
Mateo spent all day till like 5:15. He's just waiting for the waterman to show up and fix his fucking water. He's just like, let me just go out and turn it on instead.
The wild thing too is like I looked on like the city of Austin like water thing, and there were leaks reported all over town. I was like, okay, well then I guess I'm just part of that. I called them up and they're like, we're not doing any work in your area. They're like, your water should be working fine. Called up my apartment company, my property management company. They're like, nope, there's no maintenance going on or anything. We'll send someone out. That went outside and was like, should check just in case. We should check that. It's bullshit, dude. Someone either got drunk and went and just turned off the wrong water. I have no idea. I don't know why I had no water, but it sucked. It gave me flashbacks earlier last year
with that snowstorm.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was funny.
But yeah, so
in fact, these guys spent all morning no water. It was just off.
So do you think, like, going back to the topic, do you guys think
Mateo should grow out of that? Mateo should learn, get the fuck out of that way, and just, if you don't got water, just check it right away.
Damn.
Wake up and check it. That's what you should do.
That's fair. That's the first
of you not to check it. It was
the first thing I should have checked. Obviously, I should have been prepared for some drunk guy to prank me and turn off my water for some reason.
The real Twitch, your ass is the one that probably turned it off. You was just drunk and didn't know no better.
Damn.
I know.
That's the real Twitch.
But yeah. So about the whole like not wanting to like date a gamer or whatever, specifically that bit. Like I get it. Like throughout our lifetimes, in particularly, like gaming has changed a lot. Like when we were kids, only like lame people were really playing games. Like people looked at like, we were okay to play games because we were fucking children. If any adults are playing games, that person was a fucking loser. Like, that's how society viewed it. You know what I mean?
Shit, I heard someone call someone a pedophile one time for being a grown man playing video games way back in the day. They were like, that's kind of sketchy. He's playing video games. It's like some pedophile behavior. It's like, what the fuck?
Wow. That's crazy.
Jeez Louise.
But yeah, I mean, I could see why women wouldn't want to date a guy with, growing up, if that's like the connotations. Like, if you're like, oh, they're a pedophile, or they're just fucking nerds or losers or blah blah blah. But I mean, in reality, I mean, I don't know. Anybody could have any habit, I guess. Right?
They should be happy with a gamer though, because you gotta think our fingers are strong.
Yeah.
Okay, Tony. That's the logic there. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Tony, in
fingers
that
are
fast
strong.
silence, Tony was doing like the fucking, what was
Spirit
it from
fingers?
like Bring It On? The
Springer
fucking
fingers?
spirit fingers? Like, that's what Tony was doing. Tony was hitting them spirit fingers. Like,
Yeah, no more those thumb games right there.
wow.
Strong fingers to grab hand burgers.
Hamburgers.
Hamburgers.
Head the burgers. But no,
This is a joke on Tony. Tony calls hamburgers handburgers.
I do not.
Yeah, you do. But yeah, I mean, okay. So more specifically about the whole growing out of stuff, I don't necessarily think that things that you did at a younger age, because you did it at that younger age, means that it's something you should not be doing at an older age. Like, that feels way too. I don't know. I don't know what the fucking word is, but like, I don't know, minimal. Like you're minimizing the idea of growth by just saying like, anything I did as a kid is childish, and I need to like not do that to be, I guess, adult-ish.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But there's certainly things like you do as a child. Like, imagine, like, example. I still do this, right? As a kid, I must have not liked going to sleep, because my day was over and shit. I still don't like going to sleep. So I stay up as late as I can. And as soon as I fucking wake up, if I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm so tempted. I'm just like, ooh, it's 4:45. I could just wake up right now. I could play some video games. I could do this before work starts. Like I'm so tempted to do that, right? It's a childish thing I should probably grow out of, man. 8 hours of sleep is linked to so many health benefits, and the fact that you're just gonna function better throughout the day. And it's like, all right, that FOMO thing. Like, I'm constantly in fear of not being able to maximize my enjoyment. And I think I'm gonna die earlier for it too. I think your life expectancy goes lower just for like losing sleep. So I should probably stop doing that shit.
I sleep
But
so
am I
much.
enjoying more life right now? All the hours I'm gaining, is it just the hours I would have lived longer later? I don't know. Is it worth it? I don't know.
No,
It's
for
fascinating.
sure. I sleep too much.
For sure.
Yeah.
You're gonna die if you sleep that much.
Doris
Damn.
gets a solid 14 hours every day.
Yeah, that shit's
That's what Nas said. Nas said he never sleeps because sleep is the cousin of death. Okay.
That's Pujo's favorite line.
Though
by
he's
the way.
living right on in the edge there. He's just dead. He's just dying.
I remember back in the days, when I was in high school, fucking SOCOM was out, and I used to play the shit out of it, bro. I used to get like 1 hour of sleep. Sometimes I didn't even go to sleep, and I'll go to school the next day. Funny story, another derailment. I was playing SOCOM, and I forgot that I had the game volume coming through the surround that was in my room. So I was listening to the voice in here, and I was playing the game. A fucking grenade went off, and it rumbled the whole wall of the house. And for some reason, my dad was in the living room, passed out. This motherfucker dove on the floor screaming for help. Solito!
God.
Solito, están tirando bombas! He was screaming. He was so fucking scared. And then he realized it was me in the video game. He comes to my door fucking hot. Bam, 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 bam. Trying to open the door. Hey, cabrón! Abre la fucking puerta! He was screaming. I'm just like, what the fuck's going on? I'm like, hello? ¿Qué lo cabrón? Open the fucking door! I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna open this door. I just kept it going. I lowered the volume and switched it. Bro, the next day, my dad got home from work. He looked at me. He was like, "You better go to fucking bed at this fucking time. This, you fucking." And my mom is just like, "Yo, you scared the shit out of your dad. Your dad thought they were bombing us." I'm like, yo, nobody in the house woke up besides my dad, so it couldn't have been that fucking loud. Like, but whatever. It was funny story. Sorry.
You should grow out of dropping bombs and scaring your dad in the middle of the night. It's not good.
It's kind of funny. But nah, other things too. Like, do you guys thinking like well, it's different times now, but back in the days, when people were smoke weed and shit, and then the adults back in the days would smoke weed, it was kind of looked down upon. Like, I know times changed now, so people can't be like, "Oh, you smoking weed, like grow out of." I think even now, like if Pucho were to start to smoke weed right now, or you know what I mean, people will probably look at it like weird. Like his parents would probably look at him weird. Even his wife will probably look at him weird. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I mean, weed isn't cool anymore, right? Like, I think the second that like Martha Stewart admits that she does something, it can't be a cool thing any longer. So like, weed's not cool. Like, you don't like see someone smoking weed, you're like, that guy's fucking rad. I need to be best friends with that guy.
no,
People that
like,
used to do time in prison, they'd get out and they were the coolest people, you know. But then Martha Stewart got locked up, and that's it. It was over, man. All them jailbirds, it was like, you're not cool no more. Nobody's scared of you. Martha Stewart did time, all right, homie?
She did a hard time.
yeah, hard time fucking in that nice ass fucking place she was at. But nah, yeah, I think a lot of people judge too quick when it comes to like people with hobbies and shit. Like, even people who build like, well, I find it weird. People who build train model, like full city train model things, odd in a way, but that's their thing, right? You know what I mean? Like, is that too kiddish? I guess, like, train models.
I mean, there's definitely a line in things, right? Like, let's say that I collected like GI Joe action figures, right? That's not something I do, but I think that it would be not as frowned upon. I don't think it would be like crazy frowned upon if I collected like GI Joe action figures. But if I told y'all that y'all were coming down to Austin, I was like, and we're gonna play with my fucking GI Joes, and I wanted us to like play pretend with the GI Joes like we did as kids. Would that be the line of the hobby getting a little like kiddish and weird?
I bet you Mateo's that fucking piece of shit kid who would hold. You guys are holding the toys, and he would try to hit your toys so hard it would hurt your fucking hand. Like, chill, man.
I used to play as a kid. I definitely loved playing with those GI Joes. Yo. That shit was pretty cool. But yeah, I can't see myself doing that. Now, I got a kid. I have an excuse.
You've got
now.
a kid, so you're going to do it. Because I've played cars, I've played Legos, I've played GI Joes with my nephews and my nieces. Like, I can get down with some pretend, but it's nothing like where I would like when I was a kid, where it was like that shit was actually happening in my mind. Like, me playing with those figures was actually happening.
And
Dude,
some females
I used to do some crazy shit with my action figures. Like, my action figures had relationships. They would fuck. They would have babies.
Fuck?
There would be wars. There would be betrayals. All types of stuff, dude. It was nuts.
It's
and
a
I couldn't
fucking
even imagine.
novella.
My dad was like, "Hey, come over. We're gonna play action figures, man."
It was a
Like,
soap opera.
Part of me, I'd be like, "This is gonna be fucking lit."
Damn. Did you have like one that he did a betrayal, so he wasn't allowed to chill with the other toys anymore? He would sit on the shelf separately.
He was the bad guy, you know. He'd pull up, and then, you know, I wouldn't invent all these stories, you know.
Damn, kids' imagination, bro, strong as fuck.
I know, when you're broke as fuck, you gotta like
You gotta
entertain
make
yourself.
funds. Yeah,
Yo, facts.
this
My
is
uncle
something.
grew up, he had a fire truck, like, for the bulk of his life. He used to fucking play with his fire truck, and I'm like,
My mom told me that she used to play with her hands. Her hands were her toys because they traveled so much they didn't have toys, so she would just play with her hands.
Damn.
That's some broke stuff right there.
Nuts.
does
She
she
used
still
to
play
just
with her
draw
hands? She needs to
faces?
grow out of that. Playing with
No, but she does collect Barbies now because she didn't have Barbies growing up. So now
That's
sweet.
cute.
That's sweet.
I don't know. That would be weird if you're trying to date a chick. You pull up to her house and she's got nothing but Barbie dolls on the shelves. I'll look at that chick. I'll be like, yeah, I'm smashing. I'm out. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I'm not gonna lie, I would be weirded out by that. I wouldn't be like,
I don't like dolls.
I'm
to
not putting
begin
my
with.
dick in that thing. I might get crazy.
Like, I don't like dolls. Like all those porcelain dolls, people have that shit in their shelves. I won't feel comfortable in your house.
What is the threshold for like stuffed animals? Like how many stuffed animals is too many stuffed animals if you were to go over to someone's house?
2.
It would have to be like, have to be on the bed. It could cover like 30% of your bed, right? And I would think of it as like, that's a lot of fucking stuffed animals, but maybe they just like to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a lot of fluffy shit. Like,
maybe they're old ones from their childhood or something, so they don't want to get rid of. Maybe some shit like that, right?
yeah, but
There's a threshold though. Like if they have an entire room that's just dedicated to stuffed animals, be like,
Emily back in the days in her closet when I first started dating or whatever had mad stuffed teddy bears and shit that was given to her Valentine's or whatever birthday. I looked at that shit as like, I am going to get rid of all of you. And little by little,
Wow.
little by little, they've all gone away. There's only one that she has that I gave her, and another big one that I gave her that's now Luca's. But other than that, we got rid of these shits. Why the fuck? I asked her, like, why do you have so many? What's with the stuffed animals? You know, like, what's going on here? She's like, oh, those are gifts. I'm like, they're just sitting there collecting dust. You can, like, why keep them? Oh, because they're mine. The fuck? Like, you got panties
here,
from
let me
when
give
you're
you a
2
taste of
years
your
old
medicine.
because they're yours? What?
no, why do you think she needed to grow out of that? Because part of you felt
Because they're just
like,
collecting dust. They're not doing anything for you.
I don't know. It's like if I just went and threw away all your old games that you don't
Oh,
play.
I didn't throw it away. She got rid of them. I just
Sure, but it's like if I fucking judged you for having all your old games that you don't play anymore, It's
And
like,
then you
just throw
felt the
them out.
pressure.
They collect dust.
I don't have any old games.
They're
I
just
got rid of them.
collect.
Tony is incapable of engaging with an
Perfect.
idea.
He's a perfect human
Yeah,
being.
you're trying
You're
comic
trying to
books that you
trap
don't
me
read.
right now.
No, you
What?
have a bunch of old comic books that you
Yeah,
don't read.
you have them all.
Oh my god.
He
This
is
is what-
always
No,
growing
you're right. You don't
up.
have anything like all those
He
stupid
is
fucking
fucking-
Pokemon cards that
Oh
you have in your
wow!
house.
Wait.
just
First
collecting
off,
dust.
that's money. All those shits is money. If there's assets to these shits, they're okay to have. Like the shit Doughboy got, all those old games. Some of those probably cost money. I understand that. Yeah. I can understand that. All those stupid guitars you guys got, for what? You're not playing them. What's the point of
play my
having that?
guitar.
This man's got a book back there called The Mountain Goats. What the fuck is that there for?
No, that's an album. That's a record.
That's a record. And he's got a record player probably in that white box next to him. Like like come on. And then he's got a Hawaiian guitar thing back there. Whatever what do you call those? Whatever.
It's my
the fuck.
ukulele.
Yeah. Like what are you doing with that? Are these art pieces? Okay, cool. He's not collecting them. Now if he had 30 fucking guitars, I'd be like, yo, Mateo, are you reselling these? What are these for? Like what's going on here? He's like, no, they're just there
I think
for.
we're deviating from people having like hobbies from things people need to grow out of.
Yeah.
Like I don't think you looked at the teddy bear, and I am making an assumption here, but I'm pretty sure knowing you, I don't think you looked at the big stack of teddy bears and was like, oh yeah, we just need to get rid of these things because they're like taking up space.
No.
I feel like there's like a judgment of like, why the fuck would you have these teddy bears? Like this is like childish kind of thing.
No, I looked at it as in the way of like, why do you have so many? You can have a teddy bear, but why X amount of teddy bears? Like 10, 5 or more is just, to me, is just ridiculous. To me. And that's me. You know what I mean? Like, whatever.
For me, I used to something I grew up out of. I used to buy a lot of sneakers, and I used to have a lot of sneakers, and that to me is not. I don't do that anymore. I just get like 2 or 3 pairs of sneakers and I rotate them. And then when one of them is gassed out, I'll like put a new one in the rotation. And that'll be how I like.
So do you think sneakerheads need to grow out of their habits?
I think that's something that you could look at and be like, hey, you're wasting your money here. Like all these sneakers, you're not. How many feet do you have? You have 10 feet that you're going to just be wearing all these sneakers all the time? Like the way I started looking at it is I would look at my closet and I'd be like, I could probably put shoes on like a small town somewhere out there, I could just have everybody fresh as fuck.
Yeah, I
Just
think
like mad sneakers.
the sneakerheads, like reality, killed the game for people who just want to buy regular pairs of sneakers at retail price.
Yes.
Like, so these people who created a habit who now make it into a business, I think it's weird. Like DJ Khaled, I don't know if you know how much shoes this man's got.
Khaled.
Oh my God, this nigga has hundreds of sneakers. And it's just like, yo, you're not wearing every single one of those.
I'm having a hard time thinking of like a childish thing to grow out of that's not like a hobby. Did you have anything else in mind?
So yeah, because that was one thing I wanted to touch on, but I think Doey hit the nail real quick. I think the sneaker thing is something like people need to grow the fuck out of that. And I'm not trying to shit on people's like hobbies, right? People that could afford it and things like that, by all means. Yeah. DJ Khaled own 1,000 sneakers. I wouldn't give a fuck. It's a mentality, specifically like growing up in the hood. There's like this allure to owning a lot of pairs of sneakers that are like exclusive and they look fly and all that stuff. And it's like, realistically, when I used to buy all these shoes, I really shouldn't have because I really couldn't have afforded them. Yeah, and then once I started getting money, it was like, I'm not interested in buying all those shoes anymore. But this is the time when it would be okay. It'd be like I'd be totally fine having a sneaker habit. You know what I mean?
Well, it's a flex, right? Like you see someone post on Facebook or something about how they got the lottery for the Ultra Boost that just came out or whatever the fuck, right? And then you see that same person complaining about how they're having trouble paying their bills this month and some shit. It's like feels like you're prioritizing wrong. You're trying to flex when you don't have it like that.
Yeah, I find it weird. Like, I mean, even me, like I always wanted a pair of Yeezys at retail price. Always wanted a pair. I could never get it on my own. I got help and I got 3 in 1 month. And not because I'm trying to be a sneakerhead and just stock up. I actually wear these motherfuckers. Like, they're comfortable to me. You know what I mean? Like, I like the style, I like them, and I bought them. And other than that, I bought a Jordan sneaker, and that's it. I don't have any other more, like, I don't, you know what I mean? My Air Maxes, like, people think it's crazy. I forgot who it was. I think I was with Brian and maybe Ronald or something. And I had the Air Maxes on, all black. And they were like, oh, look, you got the fresh-ass Air Maxes on. I was like, oh, yeah, these are my beaters. I just bought these just to wear as everything else. And they looked at me like, those $180 sneakers are just beaters to you? I was like, yeah, they're comfortable. I bought them, and these are going to be my everyday uses. I'm going to use this shit out of these. They're like, damn, I can't. That's crazy. As a beater? And to me, and I looked at myself, I'm like, damn, am I beasting? Did I just spend a lot of money on shoes that maybe I shouldn't? I'm like, nah, fuck that. I bought shoes to wear shoes. I'm going to wear the shit out of these shoes. That's it.
But I'm kind of with them too, like with the idea of spending so much money and then treating that money a certain way. It's like wiping your ass with dollars, kind of like, fuck it. I made this money. I'm gonna wipe my ass with it. Like that's sort of what I hear when people say shit like that. Like I don't know. That's why I almost exclusively just buy like Vans, pretty much. Like they're $50, $60 shoes. Them shits will last me like a good year of like every single day wearing these shoes, and then I gotta buy another pair. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I've got a couple of pairs of Vans that I just rotate through.
I'm not a Van. They could be more comfortable. They could definitely be more comfortable. 100%. That's what you said, Tony? They're uncomfortable?
Yeah. Yeah, they're uncomfortable.
They could 100%. They could be more comfortable. I'll say that any day of the week. The thing is, though, they do get comfortable as they're dying on you. They foam. It's like the shoe forms to your foot and it becomes more comfortable, and then your toe pops out of like. You get a hole in your Vans and you're like, all right, and then you still wear it for like another 4 months with the hole there. It's part of the character of the shoe, you know. But then you got to move on, and then they're uncomfortable, and then they're comfortable.
I just buy shoes for comfortableness now. Like if $180 comfortable, I'm wearing it.
Just got to match your sock to the outside of the shoe, so that way they can't tell your toes sticking out.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? I really buy my Vans, and then I also buy like Adidas, like the NMDs and shit like that. Those are very comfortable shoes, and I'm actually interested in other shoes that are more comfortable to wear and shit like that, because I'll cop shoes just for the sake of them being.
People say Crocs are super comfortable. I can never see myself.
I put on a pair of Crocs and they're fucking lying.
I refuse.
Yeah, I won't ever buy a pair of Crocs.
Not just Crocs, Birkenstocks.
Birkenstocks.
Birkenstocks, I think they're the goofiest looking thing in the fucking
The
world.
hippie shoes.
They look horrible
Never
and
seen
they're
them.
expensive. I've
Yeah,
looked up the prices. They're like over $200 for like a pair of
Damn.
like the fucking shoes worn in Jesus' day.
Put it in general check. What
It
the
looks bad.
fuck?
Apparently, they do the same thing that you guys say. It like molds to your foot. That's like the reason why people love them.
They make you
They
smell like
look
patchouli.
Well,
Immediately.
you can never
They
go.
look disgusting to me. When I see people wearing them shits, I'm like,
They come.
any day now they're gonna get like those black toe marks in their shoes, and that shit is nasty. I
They
can't
come-
look at that shit.
They come with a crystal you use instead of deodorant.
Damn. That's damn.
There's a certain type of person that you see wearing those fucking shoes.
Not anymore, because once it becomes New York fashion, then it's like everybody wears it over here. It's weird. Like when something starts to get into the fashion rotation, everybody starts to wear them, and then it becomes normalized. So
I don't think I would ever wear shoes that expose my toes in New York.
Hell no.
oh no, in the
quick
summertime, a
cutter.
lot of people do that.
That's a quick
yeah, a lot
cutter,
of
nigga. Fuck.
I feel like you're
Yeah.
gonna get hookworms or something in your fucking feet walking around in New York with your toes exposed.
Shit, you got a bunch of
Sandals?
doughboys out there pissing everywhere.
okay. Flip flops, I would never wear flip flops in New York.
I'd never wear my slides at your
Sandals,
house.
maybe.
When I went to New York, I didn't even bring my slides. And you know me, I
Yeah.
slide everywhere.
I wouldn't wear. A lot of people wear slides out
Like that
here.
one?
I would not wear slides outside.
Man, you could ruin someone's day just by taking their slide off their foot in the subway and just chunking it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ruin that
One
person's
foot- now you're a
entire
1
fucking
foot
day.
bitch.
1 foot, bitch.
Now you're a 1 foot
you got
bitch.
into an argument with somebody and give me your fucking sandal, bitch.
Just throw it on the train track.
trying to
you gotta
figure-
be brave to go on the tracks to get something back.
I'm trying to figure out a habit that a female would do that they need to grow out of. And I don't think I can think of
Throwing
one.
your fucking clothes on the floor. You know how many fucking girls' rooms I've been to that there's just fucking clothes on the floor? You need to grow out of
Yo,
that
that's
bullshit.
crazy.
That's fucking disgusting.
And not
It's
only that,
horrible.
all the hair products they have. Like, how many different conditioners do you fucking need?
As
Oh, well, that's
as someone that once had terrible hair that went down to my shoulders, those products were important because I didn't know how to use them, and my hair was fucking awful. So I can't agree with that one.
I don't
Yeah, I was
know.
gonna say like they
shit is
deal with
that
a unique problem. They have a lot of fucking hair. Like
That
we
shit is
don't-
magical, and they need every single one of those products.
Yeah.
I mean,
The-
I
the
guess you would.
clothes.
I mean, but it's more. I guess women have things that are more centered towards being a woman, like handbags, shoes.
They don't need that many
stuff like
handbags.
that.
They don't need that
Yeah, I
many.
mean,
Yeah.
you're thinking more like possessions and stuff that people
Jewelry.
purchase. I'm just talking about shit
Habits.
that seems to be like I don't know. I've never been like boys are gross, right? Boys are fucking gross. Farting, all types of nasty shit. Like they're really cool and open about. And I don't know. I just never been around a lot of like. There's a couple people's house that I've been to that there's just shit like clothes and shit on the floor and things like that. But I've never. It's rare that I've encountered that like in a lot of like boys' rooms. But like in girls' rooms, the shit is messy as fuck. I think they just got too much shit.
And
I don't know, dude. I see some guys living in disgusting homes. Like I see like shit come up on Twitter where what is the thing that they talk about with guys? They're like the guys that just have like the mattress on the fucking floor.
thinking we're happy with so little. Or some shit like that. I think that was what the meme was going on. They had like a lawn chair and a TV on top of a Rubbermaid fucking box, and that's it. And they were like, "You guys, how can you live like this?" And the guy was like, "We can live happy with just little things." Like it was funny. It was funny.
Dude, my bed growing like for a few years in high school was just a fucking mattress, like a box frame and a mattress on the floor.
Damn.
For no reason other than I wasn't bothered by it. Like I didn't need to go and buy like bed rails. I just didn't give a fuck. Like
Yeah,
a couple cockroaches climbed up on me, and I was like, I need to get the fuck off the floor.
damn.
We all like grew up in that like hip hop centered era. Well, how do you guys feel about jewelry? Is that something you grow out of? Is that something that? How do you guys feel about jewelry?
I barely wear. I have to remind myself to wear this thing. I'm not a jewelry dude. I've never really been.
I have a gold chain that my dad gave me that was his. It's like one of those heirlooms that he passes down or whatever. But other than that, I rarely wear that. And when I wear that, it's because I'm going out. Well, and it's like not like a fashion thing. It's pretty much what jewelry is. And I just wear it, and I wear my Apple Watch every single day because I need I don't know. I just wear it. I like having a watch on my wrist. But other than that,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like people with hobbies now, like back in the days, we couldn't afford to get gold chains and shit like that. So like now growing up, you can get it. And if you're rich, you got like all these fucking like the Quavos and Amigos or whatever. Like they got chains on top of chains on top of chains. That shit to me that shit has to hurt your neck. Them shits is heavy.
How come 2 Chainz wears way more than 2 Chainz, Doey?
I don't know, but I would say because the flex.
I would say that's false advertising. He should only wear 2 chains at all times.
He should just change his name every time he wants to wear more chains. He's like, he's at 9 chains one day.
That'd be
4
fucking
chains.
funny.
You don't remember T-Pain's terrible fucking chains? He had the big ass chain
And
that
it
was
said
said
big
big
ass
ass chain. Yeah.
I don't remember. That sounds terrible.
Shit is
Yeah, I don't know,
Yeah.
man. The whole chain thing, I view it even more like cynically than the shoe thing. But I feel like it comes from the same place. There's a bunch of people spending money on shit they aren't gonna get that much value out of. Like there's clout that you get for owning these types of things. But I mean, like, just save your money, man. Just please. I don't know. I might buy some jewelry now. Like now that I'm like better off in life, that I could actually afford jewelry, maybe I'll buy myself a big fat old chain. Nice like white gold or silver. I don't give a fuck. It could be plated. I don't care. I just want that shit to look nice.
Facts.
Get a
I'll
classic
buy a
rope
chain.
chain.
Tony will come through. Oh, is this real gold? Let me. Oh,
He's going to be biting it.
I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna be like, yo, is this real? Hit
why
me
would
with
you
a-
ask
These,
that? It's
are
such a
these
strange.
diamonds?
Why
Are
not?
these
Even that
diamonds
question,
VVS?
you need to
How is
grow
that
out of that
wrong?
question.
I need to grow out. That's something that needs to grow out. Is this real?
Yeah. Because you're asking because you want to figure out where in social, like on the like the totem of status, like where do I go now that I have this thing that you value? You're asking what is the value of the thing you purchased? I want to figure out where to place you.
He needs to
Nah,
know
I
how
just don't- I
to
just
one
don't-
up it properly is what's going on.
No, I don't see how you would waste money on something that's not real. Like you're gonna buy a fake ass Samsung TV. No, you're gonna buy a good quality. You're gonna buy something good.
No,
Of good
I'm
quality.
just gonna buy a good quality television and
a good
where that
quality
lands, it
gold
doesn't
chain.
matter.
That
Why
chain
does it have to be gold? Why can't it
It
just
could be.
have a
It could
look?
be. It could be. What is this? Stainless
Why
silver
can't
or
it be
whatever the
shit?
fuck.
Like why can't it just be like zinc? And if it just looked fly, why does it matter?
Then don't say
I
I'm
just
gonna go
know
buy a
that,
gold
like,
chain.
I just know that you would ask, "Is it real?" And if it was like a platinum chain, you would have been like, "Damn, oh."
You
And
don't
if I was
remember what
this
happened to
chain
me?
I'm like, "Yo, this chain is fucking zinc." You'd been like, "Oh, well, that's cool. That's what's up. It looks dope." It'd be a whole different energy,
You know-
and it has everything to do with how we grew up and status
That's a
and
fact.
what's cool.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
It does have to do
I'm
with
saying
that.
that's something you got to grow out of.
Look what happened with the carnival. Remember the carnival where I bought that gold chain? I thought it was real, but it was plated. You don't remember that shit?
On the
Never buy a
cruise,
chain.
right?
On the
Never buy a
cruise.
chain from a
Yeah.
carnival.
I was
No,
on
he
a
meant the
cruise.
Carnival cruise.
Yeah, the carnival cruise. My bad. Yeah, that carnival
He
cruise.
said on the carnival.
Yeah.
I was like,
My bad.
I've never been to a carnival. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Man,
But
we
yeah,
should
on
all
the
go to a
cruise.
carnival. That'd be fun as hell.
Nah, I'm good.
The
off
Florida
those.
has a fair, but everybody
Florida.
gets shot there. You got to be careful.
I've been
Why
there
the
like a
fuck do
dozen
you-
times. I've never been shot in my
Yeah,
life.
what
What
are
the
you
fuck?
talking about?
It's one of the rides. You just go into a room and they shoot you. Boom.
Boom. So sorry, what's wrong with them being plated?
I can't fuck with it. I don't know. It's got to be something how I grew up wearing fake golds.
so
You get clowned for. Maybe I got to grow out of that.
The
Also-
Bobos.
How
I
do
wouldn't
you
make
even
fun
find
of you
out it's
though.
plated?
I wouldn't. I asked
Oh, you asked them if it's plated.
if it's real. He's like, oh yeah, it's plated. Plated's not real though.
It is. It's real gold on top of
It's
another
mixed.
metal.
Yeah.
You want the size and the look that you want. And so you're just covering it with the material that has a look over other metal that could just be a mass.
Yeah.
I guess I just see nothing wrong with this.
It's just maybe growing up. You don't wear fake shoes because they'll clown you. You don't wear fake jewelry because they'll clown you. It's something that, like now today, I ain't gonna clown somebody for wearing Shaq shoes if they have it because you don't know their predicament. As a kid growing up, nigga, you wear fake shoes or you wear shoes that ain't name brand, niggas is clowning you. Shit was terrible. It was rough. Nigga, let me walk in the shoe with some fake shit.
There's an episode on Atlanta that covers that. The FUBU episode.
It's crazy, bro. It's something we definitely got to grow out of, for real. Like, I don't clown no adult for wearing off-brand clothing. Like, nah, I'm straight. Like, the other day,
Tony, you made fun of me for that shirt that I found in a puddle in the parking lot.
Yeah, I made fun of you because you fucking found a random shirt on the ground. Don't know what happened to it, and you washed it and wear it. That shit's weird.
That's fucking disgusting. I'm with Tony on that. I wouldn't pick up a shirt that's in a puddle in a parking lot and go, I'm gonna take this home and put it in my fucking washing machine.
Yeah, like there's no fucking way in hell, bro.
That could have been a shit shirt. He could have washed it and it just would have been shit.
Now, just put some hand sanitizer on.
Could be A-okay.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just a strange thing because you're right. Like for sure. If I showed you a chain that was like a plated material or whatever, you wouldn't clown me for it because that's not something that you would do. But I would know that. With the energy that you're coming into that conversation, I would know that you're judging me a type of way. Even your questions, you'd be like, "Oh, like why'd you buy plated?" Like, you know what I mean?
That would be my follow up. No, that would definitely be my follow up.
Why the fuck not? Like, I want a big ass chain and I don't want to spend a lot of money. Like, it's obvious. Like,
there would be an entire side conversation between like Tony and someone else, and they would be like, "Oh man, you see that big ass chain that Pucho got?" And Tony would be like, "Yeah, but it's plated." So
yeah,
like,
exactly. Don't say nothing. He might feel a type of way, but that's just plated.
Nah, that's because that in itself is like a hate play because it's not like
you would definitely say that like if it was like to E or to B or to Do, it would definitely be something. You wouldn't say it to fucking Fulanito around there, but you would say it to somebody that's like in the inner circle.
If you told me yo about this gold plated chain, this and that, and then I'd be like, yo, Ever, this nigga bought a gold plated chain. Who bought a gold plated? I was like, Pucho bought a gold plated chain. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm saying that if Ever brought it up and was like, yo, Pucho got a big ass chain. You saw that shit? You'd be like, yeah. It's gold plated. Like you would clarify that shit really quick. So quick.
To Ever. I don't think I would do that to like a random.
That's all I'm saying.
It would be in the first
be,
two sentences.
It wouldn't be a hate thing. I'll just be like, yeah, nah.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the gold plated chain he bought? Yeah.
Nah, that's beast. That's beast.
Yeah, that gold plated chain is so big.
That sentence in itself sounds crazy to say, nah, it's fake. I don't know. Maybe it's just weird how growing up. I don't know. This is some old fucking young kid growing up shit. Like,
that's why I flex on you with my 77-inch TV. I need you to know where you lie in the world.
See, that's the things. See, shit like that.
Small,
right there.
Little. Not girthy, thin.
This niggas is dicks. Whatever.
I'm gonna come through with my gold plated chain and you're gonna love it. And I'm not gonna
I hope you look fly. I hope you look fly.
And I'm not gonna tell you.
I can tell right
away. I'm gonna tell
away.
you this shit is all.
I'm gonna say, let me see it. I'm gonna say, let me see it.
He's gonna try to weigh it.
He's gonna be weighing it. He's gonna bite it.
Nah, I'm bringing out the gold tester. Scratching
He's gonna
that
bring
shit.
out a magnet.
Nah, nigga, plate. Get out of here. You wash your plates with that chain, nigga? Get out of here.
How big is this? I'll lie. I'd be like, it's 24 carats, baby. Like, that's why it's light, you know?
Ooh.
Nah, I wouldn't.
The color is off. For 24 carats, his color's off.
People do that, though. People do buy gold-plated chains and wear them. I mean, they're just, like, I don't think people really care too much about it unless you're, like, maybe you grew up in our era where it's, like, a thing. But, yeah, I just won't spend my money on something that's not fake or not real.
It's even better because a lot of times they use stronger metals. Gold is so brittle, you could break that shit like that.
Yeah, 100% gold is not hard. It's fucking like, it's
soft.
Yeah, but
so if you could put a stronger metal inside of the gold and have your gold, so it's like you get the best of both worlds.
Mm-hmm. Some gold-plated adamantium.
I mean, think about it. What do you think a 10 karat gold chain is? It's like 10 karat, 14 karat. It's all different varying golds with other metals in there.
For sure.
But is it plated? That's the difference.
You know what's funny? It'll be like hypothetically speaking, let's say 24 carats is 100% gold. I don't know how the gold
I
standard
think it
works.
is. Yeah, I think
Let's
that's
just
like
say
the highest
hypothetically
amount.
speaking.
Yeah.
Let's say you had 12 carats, right? 50% gold and 50% other metals, or you had the 50% other metals was inside, and then you had 24 karat gold on the outside, so it's plated. Tony will be like, fake, even though it's the same amount of gold in the chain.
No, that's not how that works. That's not how that
I'm
works.
just saying, hypothetically, you would definitely feel that way.
Whatever.
Fox.
There's just some things I don't think you should buy fake. That's it.
Damn, fake. I love the
Certain-
framing too. Fake.
I
You shouldn't
mean,
buy
for
fake.
certain, yeah, of course you shouldn't buy fake things. Like, yeah, you don't want to buy it, but as long as it does the same thing and it works, I don't think there's any reason for you.
Yeah, you could wear like I don't
Yeah.
have a wedding ring. That's not gold. It's just I don't have it on me right now, but like I have rubber and I have this I think it's the same style as it's tungsten. It's a tungsten wedding ring. It's just like, you know what I mean? It's just jewelry. No one's gonna clown me, oh, you don't got a gold wedding ring with diamonds in it. Nah, it's just it's a metal, right? It's not fake. That's the metal I wanted.
Yeah, it's just calling it fake has like an implication.
Yeah,
like,
it does.
Like, I guess like I would call something fake if it's like you're trying to buy like a Gucci handbag, but it's like the coochie handbag. It's like it's the C's, not the G's. You know what I'm saying?
like my
I'd be like,
Becks.
don't buy that shit. Like people are gonna notice it, and you're not getting the thing that you think you're getting anyways. So it's like you're just wasting your money.
Wait, so
Someone else-
Coogee was a play off of Gucci?
No,
No.
not Gucci. I was just making a joke. I said coochie.
Instead of
Gucci.
Gucci.
Instead of Gucci.
Like instead of Gucci, you never seen like the Gucci has like those G's that are like
Yes.
but the knockoff sometimes will be like the C's. They'll be flipped the other way and they're just C's instead of G's. I'm like, don't fucking buy those things. Like,
No, yeah, like either way, like my Becks. Though, remember how I went to New York and I got a Nike Tech, but I wanted it in black, but they didn't have my size. So I bought these fake off-brand ones from his T-shirt place, bro. Exact.
I bought Becks
He
the
bought
other
them-
day.
he-
I copped some Becks.
bro. They look the zipper, everything is the exact. It just doesn't have the logo on it. If you had the Nike logo on it, you would never know. It's so crazy how good New York has fake shit. And you just go to Chinatown, it'd be impossible from the naked eye to really tell, unless you're a real fucking, like a Jesus. You could just pinpoint shit off rip and fucking when it comes to brands because he works.
why are you going to Chinatown?
That's where all the knockoffs is at.
Wow.
That's what y'all New Yorkers say. Then I don't
That's
live
a
there. I'm
fact.
just
It
saying.
is. It
is
is where
100%
all the
a
knockouts are. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know what type of
And it's
guilt trip
crazy,
that was.
'cause
That's
if-
crazy.
It's all African people selling it. It's not even Chinese people selling the,
No,
the
we,
fake shit.
when we
It's all
walked down
African
there,
people.
Emily was getting harassed by
Yeah.
the ladies out there. Oh, but I'm like,
Oh yeah, it's
I was
Asian.
like
It's some
crazy.
Asian ladies
Emily's
out there.
like,
Yeah.
I would love to look at one of these and just see it, but it was just too much. 6 people came at me at one time. I'm like, it's that
Yo, you know
pressure.
what was the most fire Chinese shit that used to happen? Whenever you were near Chinatown and you're riding in the subway and you're just a kid, you're just chilling there. You're going from one place to another place, and then bam, out of nowhere, the Chinese man with the fucking shopping cart gets on the train, and it's so many toys, just all the greatest yo-yos, and
Damn.
just
Oh,
the
wow.
whole thing is decked out, and he just starts showing off all this shit. So all the kids on the train are like, "I want that shit out," and then you start begging your mom to buy, and then of course nobody buys anything. The shopping cart guy, he gets off the train, goes to the other side, and he just kind of rides a couple stations back and forth trying to entice little kids into buying his toys.
That's fire, though.
It's
That was
sad.
fire. Yo, the illest. I got a dope ass yo-yo from one of them shopping carts before.
Yeah,
That was
what
back
that's
when you could like sleep your yo-yos, and they had all the crazy like mechanics inside.
My
That shit
favorite
was,
thi- my
it's a
favorite-
crazy like year or two where people
Yeah, I
started
was
playing
gonna
with
say
yo-yos.
there was a weird 2 years there in like the late '90s or something like that, where
It was
we
like
all just got
97,
really into yo-yos.
98, everybody was playing with yo-yos. Like why?
My favorite thing was
Wait,
the dog walk.
Not only
that was
that,
my favorite
wait,
thing.
wait. Did you guys have some guy just come to your school and do mad yo-yo
Yes,
shit?
yeah. Dope. I think that I
What
was there with
that
you. I
about?
think.
I'm pretty sure we
Nigga
were
was
in the
just
same
fling
school.
yo-yos.
It was the era where everybody enjoyed yo-yo. All the kids were playing with yo-yos, so the school got a yo-yo guy to come through and
Shit was
entertain.
wild.
I
That
mean,
nigga needs to grow out of that shit.
There was this weird thing where these guys would come and they would do like a bunch of like strongman things. Like they're these big buff dudes and they would break bricks into their head and like lift things and whatnot. And then they were weird Jesus rants that they would toss in there too. Like they were like,
Oh my
I can do this
God.
because the power of Christ. Damn. Break a brick in half.
That's some fucking Texas shit. I would have loved to have seen that as a kid.
That's beast. That's some straight forcing religion down people's throat shit in school. That's what that is. Damn. But, well, that was a hell of a show. First episode of the year. Psh, coming close to our anniversary, boys. Coming real fucking close. But to all the listeners and the viewers out there, if you haven't subscribed already, don't be afraid to hit that red button. If you haven't been notified, to hit that bell, man, to get these hot and ready videos and information and just the audio alone on Spotify. Please like, share. And to the people out there in UK still listening, big shout outs to you, my boy.
We got some people in Indonesia too.
You didn't like that?
Also,
Pooch?
what are you doing? The Chet Hings? What you got going on over there?
I was trying to.
Like, I don't think they like it.
They don't like that shit? I'm trying to show love to them.
Nah, man, like the English people, man. They colonized Jamaica and shit like that.
Damn.
So it's weird, you know. You're making the accent of the people, like you're showing props to the people with the accent of their oppressed. It's a weird thing. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but I think you get the idea of what I'm trying to get at. It's just weird.
Tony's just an island boy.
Damn, Tony's just an island boy. Nah, Tony's a lone wolf and cub. You check that shit out. I'm not even fucking around. That shit is fire.
But
just watch the opening minutes of the second movie, and you're gonna be sold on watching all the movies.
Nah, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna start watching it tonight after we chill. But like I said, if you haven't already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, like, and share with your friends and family. We appreciate you guys. Hope you guys had a great and happy New Year's. And like always, people, go one up yourself. Peace.
Peace.